wake up and I put my costume on again. I play the part of someone who knows where it all began. I say the lines I'm given, I hit the marks just right. A perfect little shadow in a world of blinding light. I'm an actor in a play I didn't write. You see, just waiting for the final act to set me free. They offer you a kingdom built of sticks and shiny things, the temporary comfort that a bottom dollar brings. They say just fake it till you make it, kid, and you'll be fine. Just walk the line and don't forget to praise the grand design. But what's the point in climbing if the ladder leads nowhere? Just a better view of all the empty silent air. But is there something more than breathing in and breathing out? A quiet truth inside the deafening sound of doubt. I'm searching for a reason for the sorrow and the grace, a flicker of my own reflection in this empty, endless space. I'm looking for a landmark on this ocean with no shore. Somebody tell me what I'm fighting for. I've seen the lovers lost inside their own sweet hurricane, and the weary-hearted dreamers walking home in the cold rain. And I see a little piece of me in every single soul, just trying to feel connected, trying to be made whole. We're all just passing through here, a temporary yacht, looking for a home for our wild and wandering heart. Is there something more than breathing in and breathing out? A quiet truth inside the deafening sound of doubt. I'm searching for a reason for the sorrow and the grace, a flicker of my own reflection in this empty, endless space. I'm looking for a landmark on this ocean with no shore. Somebody tell me what I'm fighting for. still see us on that rain-slick street, two lonely souls with synchronized heartbeats. My whole past life was just a write-off then, a book I'd sworn I'd never open up again. You pointed out your favorite star on high, drew a future for us in the sky. And in that moment, yeah, I finally knew. It was the moment when time stood still, a sacred promise on a windowsill. And every second that I breathe with you is a snapshot of a perfect dream come true. You are the anchor in the rising tide, the only place I know I never have to hide. I watch you sleeping in the morning light and thank the stars for getting something right. I trace the memories inside my head, each quiet look, each simple word we said. No doubt about it, you're the only one for me, my stunning one-person history. And in those moments, God, time stands still, a sacred promise on a windowsill. And every second that I breathe with you is a snapshot of a perfect dream come true. You are the anchor in the rising tide, the only place I know I never have to you're just not there. broken monument from the before. Smells like cigarettes and cheap cologne defiance. The hollow armor of our dead alliance. Man, you really played me a classic work of art. You drew the map, then tore my world apart. So tell me, were we ever the real deal, or just a faded photograph I let myself feel? I gave you every sunset, every sacred vow. It's all just static on the radio now. You promised me a future solid, golden, true. But baby, was I ever really there for you? Every sunset, every sacred vow, it's all just static on the radio now. You promised me a future solid, golden, true. But baby, was I ever really there for you? Had my heart on shuffle, dreams on mute. Told myself one more L, I'm through. But pain don't lie, it teaches well. And I got stories that scars could tell. Fell hard, but I learned the floor ain't where the brave stay anymore. I'm bent, not broken, still vibing with the bruises. Use my tears like tokens for the strength that never loses. Yeah, I walk through flames in beat-up shoes, still hear no excuse. I'm bent, not broken, and I won't fold for you. Low-key, I doubted every breath, prayed in DMs, flirted with death. But the mirror said you got that spark, so I built a crown from every dart. I'm the glitch that never crashed, the soft voice that still smashed. The pressure tried to make me fake, but I bend, I flex, I don't break. I'm bent, not broken, still spinning with my flaws. They tried to ghost me open, but I rode back with claws. Yeah, I tripped on dreams I couldn't prove. Now I rise with every move. I'm bent, not broken. This fight, it's what I do. So if you're down bad on your last line, just know the stars break too and still shine. They called me done, I called it prep. Now I'm lit where I almost wept. still riding from the fall. Every crack became a slogan. Now I'm louder than them all. I was made from every you won't last. Now I'm flying from my past. I'm bent, not broken, and I'm built to outlast. Held my hand when the lights went low. Told me we don't run, we grow in the silence. Your voice was flame, burning louder than all the blame. We were bruised but we moved in sync. Built a world from the edge of brink. Every scar a vow we made, that we don't fold, we elevate. Yeah, they tried to tear the seams, but we stitched our souls in dream. We rise like this, heart to heart. From the ruins we make art. Shout loud through the fear and doubt, 'cause we know what we're about. No one fights alone in this. Hold my hand, yeah, we rise like this. Midnight broke, but we didn't flinch. Love don't need a perfect inch. We bled neon through the gray and made tomorrow out of clay. We ain't perfect, but we're real. Truth in every word we feel. They can't dim what we ignite. We're the dawn in each other's night. Let them push, we won't divide. We're stitched in the same sky tide. We rise like this, soar the flame. Through the static, through the blame. Riding legacy and sweat and grit. Yeah, we break but never quit. Storms can't kill a bond like this. Side by side we rise like this. If you fall, I fall too, but I lift the sky for you. We rise like this, ash to fire, built from heartbreak and desire. We've been cracked, we've been burned, but this love is how we've learned. One voice, one fist, one kiss, forever strong. We rise like this. We rise like this. Always. Street lights paint the boulevard. Another Tuesday night. The ghost of your perfume, a fading warm delight. I trace the lines on this old photograph a smile I can't erase, a quiet kind of thunder in this empty, hollow space. We were crimson in the rain, a fire in the flood, a beautiful disaster running wild in our blood. You were the only answer and the question in my soul. Now I'm just a story left untold. I hear you in the static on the late night radio, a half-forgotten love song, a place we used to go. Remember whispering secrets, yeah, under the neon glow. Now the silence is a weapon, and it's stealing the final blow. We were crimson in the rain, a fire in the flood, a beautiful disaster running wild in our blood. You were the only answer and the question in my soul. Now I'm just a story left untold. Prisoner of time, every beat of my own heart is a rhythm of your rhyme. I'm done with all the maybes and the could have beens, it's true. 'Cause every road I walk along, it only leads to you. We were crimson in the rain, a fire in the flood, a beautiful disaster running wild in our blood. You were the only answer and the question in my soul. Now I'm just a story left untold. Crimson in the rain, just crimson in the rain. All that remains is crimson in the rain. Hey kid with the fire in your stare, the know-it-all with the rebel hair. You drew your battle lines in summer sand with a future that you thought you could command. I see you now, a faded photograph, caught between a teardrop and a laugh. but the man is finally clear. You swore that love was just a game for fools to play, and threw the best parts of your heart away. You built a fortress just to keep yourself alone, then cursed the silence from your solitary throne. An emotional paradox of want and waste. You were in such a hurry, you forgot to taste. But every wrong turn on a road that disappeared, every single heartbreak that confirmed the things I feared, they weren't mistakes, just ink upon the page that led me to the wisdom of this later stage. And I wouldn't trade a single scar that brought me here. The boy is gone, but the man is finally clear. Telling me about the call you got last night. Your voice is full of that electric light, and I'm smiling, nodding, playing my role right. The loyal friend who helped you win the fight. You asked for my advice like I'm some kind of sage, while I'm just trapped inside a beautiful cage, pretending that my heart doesn't hear a sound. 'Cause I'm just watching from the wings again tonight, as you move into your perfect golden light. You are the star, the plot, the whole damn show, and I'm the one who knows the things you'll never know. Yeah, I'm watching from the wings, it's where I'll be, in love with someone who isn't looking back at me. Remember summer nights spent on your floor, when being friends was all I asked for and more. see me. You left your ghost on the window pane, lipstick print and a coffee stain. Your sweater's still where you laid it down, but the warmth is gone like this hollow town. We said forever in a borrowed bed, drew constellations with things we never said. Your laugh still lingers in the hallway dust, and I still hold love like it holds rust. We were loud in a quiet way, two lost hearts trying to outrun gray. But you can't build light with only flame. Now all I've got is a misspelled name. I'm falling through a paper ink sky where vows break soft and goodbyes fly. You were my storm, my still, my high. Now I'm just breathing in your why. I gave you gold and you wore goodbye. Now I live in the echo of your lie. Yeah, I crash, I fade, I ache, I try under this paper ink sky. I scroll through Ghost in a midnight feed. Your smile's still there, but not for me. I fake a laugh, I fake the light, but nights still ask why you said alright. I talk to walls like they remember you, like maybe grief knows what to do. The bed still dips where your side slept, like love's a wound that's always kept. I'm falling through a paper ink sky where we burn fast then past the line. You were my myth, my moon, my sign. Now you're a silence I can't define. I held you close with a calloused heart, but love still tore that thing apart. Yeah, I scream, I break, I bleed, I lie beneath this paper ink sky. I'm falling through a paper ink sky with your name like thunder in my mind. We were a song without a rhyme, a kiss that outlived its prime. I gave you all I couldn't say. Now wear the ash of yesterday. Yeah, I burn, I float, I cry, I fly under this paper ink sky. Paper sky. Still falling, still asking why. 17, two punk kids sketching futures on a napkin in between the laughter and the cheap wine. You looked at me and said, man, what's the sitch with forever? A thought inside my head. I wish I'd known forever would be shorter than a year. I wish I'd said I loved you loud enough for you to hear. And they say that time's a healer, but the calendar's a liar. It just builds the walls of silence and the distance even higher. But I talk to you in traffic, and I argue with the rain, and I feel you in the bittersweet and stubborn ache of pain. 'Cause you're not a faded photograph, a story I once knew. You're just on your side of the sky, and I'm still waving up at you. Change without permission, rude and out of turn. Another pointless lesson that my heart can't seem to learn. Your favorite band put out a record, I bought it on cassette. It's the saddest damn thing that I think I've ever heard yet. And the paradox of living is I feel you here and now, more than I ever did before, but I don't know how. They say that time's a healer, but the calendar's a liar. It just builds the walls of silence and the distance even higher. But I talk to you in traffic, and I argue with the rain, and I feel you in the bittersweet and stubborn ache of pain. 'Cause you're not a faded photograph, a story I once knew. You're just on your side of the sky, and I'm still waving up at you. Another crowded room, another waste of time. 'Cause the only person in is the one who isn't mine. You're laughing with your friends, a fire burning bright, and I'm just watching from the shadows, stealing all your light. I memorize the way you move, I've memorized the way you look when you think no one is near. I'm a mess, for real. I know it's not okay to build my whole foundation on a word you might just say. But I can't help it, darling, I can't break the spell. I'm living in your heaven and my own private hell. I'm just a satellite in a lonely, endless spin, caught in the perfect orbit that you don't even know I'm in. I circle round your daylight, I reflect your every grace, but you're a world I'll never get to, just a dream I can't erase. And this love's a one-way signal, sent into the blue. My whole damn world is turning, and it's only turning around you. The paradox of closeness is the thing that hurts the most. To be standing right beside you, but still be the furthest coast. We talk about the weather and we talk about the news, while I'm dancing on a razor's edge of everything to lose. And every time you smile at me, my foolish heart takes flight, and then it crashes back to earth alone in the cold night. 'Cause I'm just a satellite in a lonely, endless spin, caught in the perfect orbit that you don't even know I'm in. I circle round your daylight, I reflect your every grace, but you're a world I'll never get to, just a dream I can't erase. And this love's a one-way signal, sent into the blue. My whole damn world is turning, and it's only turning around you. There's a Polaroid burning in my backseat, mind of a time we never thought we'd leave behind. Sunset spilled on a cracked dashboard. You laugh like forever was the only chord. We were mixtape hearts and secondhand dreams, taking turns in the fast lane, busting at the seams. I said we'd be legends with nothing to prove, but even good things learn how to move. Your name still lives in my old playlist, like slow dances that time resists. I still drive with the windows down, trying to catch what ain't around. You were golden in the rear view, burning like fire, angels like a choir. We were young, dumb, lit up with grace. No seatbelt love, just wind and faith. Yeah, you were thunder in my youth, sky blue. Now you're a song I drive into. We were real, we were raw, we were true, and golden in the rear view. We carved our names in the overpass dust, like that bridge could carry our kind of trust. You kiss like cinema, slow and wide. Now I play that scene back just to feel alive. Even now your smile don't fade. It's stitched in the songs that never played. Still see your light in a red tail break, in the hush of choices we didn't make. You were golden in the rear view, wild and right, like a last summer that outshines night. We were sparks with nowhere to fall, breaking speed limits and heart-shaped walls. Yeah, you were the verse I never outgrew, still humming beneath all I do. We were flames, we were fools, we were true, and golden in the rear view. I still save your name in my weathered tone. You were the house that never felt like home, but I'd crash again just to replay the way we loved in a reckless way. You were golden in the rear view, faded and bright, like the stars we chased at morning's bite. We were fire in the hands of time, a flash of truth in a flawless crime. Yeah, you were the storm that never blew through, still raining in what I knew. We were past, but we burned like new, forever golden in the rear view. I saw you through a rain-streaked window of a downtown bar. You look just like an actress in some famous movie star's car. You touched his hand so casually, a gesture I once owned. And in that single moment I had never felt so cloned. The whole world tilted sideways, the colors bled to gray, and the man I thought I was just sort of slipped away. I'm thinking about last Tuesday, when you swore it was for real, this whole ride or die connection that you promised we would feel. Were you looking right past me then? Were you already gone, just playing out the final scenes before the tragic dawn? 'Cause your eyes were full of heaven, but your heart was somewhere else, leaving me to build a home all by my stupid self. And suddenly I'm looking at a stranger that I know, the star of my whole universe, just putting on a show. Was every promise that you whispered just a well-rehearsed lie, with a different set of teardrops waiting in your eye? You look the same, you sound the same, the pieces seem to fit, but who the hell are you and what is the clarity it brings. You see the puppet master pulling on the pretty strings. I see the mask you wore for me, a flawless sweet design that made me think your heart was just as tangled up as mine. And I feel so pathetic, like a punchline to a joke, for believing every single silver-plated word you spoke. 'Cause suddenly I'm looking at a stranger that I know, the star of my whole universe, just putting on a show. Was every promise that you whispered just a well-rehearsed lie, with a different set of teardrops waiting in your eye? You look the same, you sound the same, the pieces seem to fit, but who the hell are you and what have you done with the love I was with? I'm looking at a stranger that I know. Was every promise that you whispered just a well-rehearsed lie? Well, you look the same, you sound the same, but nothing seems to fit. Who the hell are you and what have you done with the love I was with? Who are you? I left too loud and came back quiet. Now I'm standing in the echo of our ride. Your name still blooms in the lines I write, but you're nowhere near, not even in light. I wore pride like armor, yeah, I played it cool. Didn't see I was bleeding till I broke every rule. You gave me forever in a blink and you're gone. Now rewinding the wrongs in every song. I still taste your hurt in the air I breathe. I'd give up the world just to make you believe. If I could turn the silence back, I'd break my walls and pull you from the black. I'd hold your pain like it was mine. Take the blame, every shattered line, 'cause sorry don't fade when it's real like that. No, it don't fade when it's real like that. Your eyes were the truth I was scared to face. Now I walk through nights just to feel your grace. I miss the sound of your laugh, that rebel spark. Now it's just me in this four-wall dark. I'd write it in stars if you'd only see every sorry I bury inside of me. If I could turn the silence back, I'd scream my heart turn the silence back. I'd rewrite the storm before the crack. I'd beg in the rain, scream your name, under the fire that scorched our flame. I'd give everything for one last track. I hope these chords reach where I never could. If sorry had wings, I'd make it good. Another Friday night, the city's neon hums, a symphony for strangers played on plastic drums. I nod and smile and try to catch the beat on this crowded one-way dead-end street. I play the part so well, a damn good imitation of a man who has a destination. They're all connected by invisible wires, fueled by cheap talk and counterfeit desires. And I hear the buzz, what's cool and what's the sitch? But my frequency just broke, I can't find the switch. I'm off the grid, a faded photograph, standing on the outside of their laugh. And I'm screaming on the inside, but I don't make a sound in this crowded kingdom on unsteady ground. Everybody's talking, but no one says my name. Just a flicker in the fire, a moth without a flame. I'm reaching out for something solid I can feel, but the static in the room is all that's real. And I remember how it felt to belong somewhere, to breathe the same joke, to ride the same air. We had a bond that I thought nothing could untie. Now I'm just a stranger you would pass right by. And the paradox is I've never been less alone. I felt so completely on my own. 'Cause I'm screaming on the inside, but I don't make a sound in this crowded kingdom on unsteady ground. Everybody's talking, but no one says my name. I drew the stars on my ceiling cracks, wrote the sky in blue ink on paper bags, kept the future in a busted jar, told myself one day could reach that far. I chased tomorrows through midnight towns, traded comfort just to wear the crown, tried to stitch the world with threadbare hope, but dreams don't fit in the lines they wrote. Every night yet was a silent dare to grow my wings where none were there, and even lost I still held tight to a fire flickering just out of sight. I got a skyline in my veins, a map of fire running through my name. I don't break, I bend in blue, singing loud in a quiet room. Every scar's a neon sign that says I made it past the line. Yeah, I'm flawed, I'm far, but I remain with a skyline in my veins. I've kissed the edge of 1,000 maybe, shook hands with fear, let it reshape me, and every fall I called a step, 'cause climbing dreams don't come correct. I drew my plans on windowsills, watched the rain erase some, but I still believed in things I couldn't touch, even pain that loved me too much. I got a skyline in my veins, burning bright with unspoken flame. I don't fold, I float through pain, singing loud through thunder rain. Yeah, I crash, I climb, I change, I stay. Dreams don't die, they just delay, and I'm still running toward the plane with a skyline in my veins. If hope's alive, then let me lie. I'd rather fall than never try. They called me lost, I called it brave, to chase a line they never gave. I got a skyline in my veins, ink and flame in my last name. I won't fade, I won't fake, singing loud for the dream I make. Every tear, every night, every fight I face, built this path that I embrace. Yeah, I'm scarred, but I still stay claim to the skyline in my veins. I bit my tongue till it bled true. I tried to keep the peace, played it smooth. Silence broke me more than words. Now I'm lit like rich skin. You threw your shade with a painted grin, smiles laced with gasoline within. I stood in storms I didn't make, carried blame you wouldn't take. Tired of swallowing what you kisses me full volume spy. You called it love, then turned your back, left me running off the track. I built bridges, you lit flares. Now I'm done pretending care. Tired of bandaging your wars, bleeding behind locked doors. I broke for you in quiet tones. Now I scream in shattered bones. You lit the match, now watch me blaze. I'm the echo you can't erase. Smoke from a spark you tried to fake. Now I'm the storm your calm can't shake. No more sorry on my tongue, no more songs and left unsung. You built the wall, I brought the fight. Now watch you come ignite. You wore like chains, held my pain in paper planes. But rage don't ask for sweet goodbyes. It's loud, it burns, it never lies. You lit the match, now I'm the flame. Say my name, say it in shame. Smoke from a spark, now a wildfire truth. A burning hell of wasted youth. I won't bow, I won't explain. I rise like thunder in your rain. You played cool, I played hard. Now choke on the smoke from a spark. You lit the match, I became the blaze. This room don't hold the sound I make. Walls just watch, they don't break. Every whisper folds in tight, like the dark is scared of light. I keep the blinds half open wide, like maybe daylight won't collide. But it still drips in cold and slow, fills the space you used to know. I speak in sighs you used to hear. Now silence claps back crystal clear. It's not the leaving that cuts bone, it's what lingers when you're alone. I'm living in a room with no echo, where love don't bounce and time won't let go. I call your name just to hear mine, rebound in this hollow shrine. Yeah, I breathe, I break, I fake a glow. In a room where even shadows don't show, I scream soft, but it still feels low. In this room with no echo, I rearranged the couch last June, but your shape still fits the room. Your laugh used to dance through air, now silence sleeps in your chair. I paint new days with borrowed gold, but none of these walls feel bold. Even the mirror won't look back, like it knows the peace I lack. I'm living in a room with no echo, where every maybe turn to let go. I hum a song just to survive, but the notes don't keep me alive. Yeah, I ain't got pace, I beg the flow, but still feel stuck. Time forgot what I tried to feel. I built my walls with what you said. Now I sleep inside your silhouette. I'm living in a room with no echo, where every heartbeat sounds borrowed. I light a match, but it won't flame. Singing songs with your middle name. Yeah, I cry, I try, I let it show, but even my silence can't let you go. I reach out, but it's all shadow, just me in a room with no echo. No echo. Still here, still so low. The world I knew was static noise and rust, a universe of cynical mistrust. My whole life was a washout, a cold blue face, lost inside a solitary self-made maze. I built my walls up brick by painful brick. Figured that was the only trick to keep the quiet part of me alive. The only way I thought I could survive. And then you walked in through the smoky air, a sudden answer to an unknown prayer. You are the harbor in the hurricane for me, the only shore in my chaotic sea. You are the stillness and the solid ground, the only peace my restless soul has found. You didn't flinch at all, the disarray. You saw the colors in my world of gray. You found the fragile boy I kept inside, behind the fortress of my wounded pride. It's a trip to think I ever made it through the long dark winter just before I found you. 'Cause you walked in through the smoky air, a sudden answer to an unknown prayer. You are the harbor in the hurricane for me, the only shore in my chaotic sea. You are the stillness and the solid ground, the only peace my restless soul has found. Lit our dreams in the rear view's glass. Two kids running wild, too fast to last. Every mile was a firefly wish in a world that spun like a first-time kiss. We spoke in songs we never wrote, hearts beat loud in borrowed codes. You said the stars were just our fate. Now I trace them back too late. You carved your name in a breath I kept. Now the echoes play where the silence crept. When the night meant forever and time was a whisper, we burned like a promise, too young to consider. Every laugh, every scar still lives where you are, in the space where the daylight couldn't pull us apart. Danced in storms with a wild defiance, chasing truth in the hush of silence. Life hit hard like a vinyl crack, but you swore you'd always come back. Now the skyline hums a tune we knew. Every lamplight blurs into you. I hold the past like a sacred sin, wishing I could break back in. When the night soared like illusions, too bold to feel bitter. Each heartbeat replayed like a sweet masquerade, and the fall didn't warn us that forever could fade. You were more than a song, more than what went wrong. But the louder I screamed, the more distant the dawn. When the night meant forever and we lived with no tether, we danced with the shadows like we'd never surrender. Every line on my skin still remembers your grin. We were stars for the morning. Now I fade where you begin. We were stars for the morning. Now I fade where you begin. The embers of the fire have all faded out to gray, and yesterday's ambitions feel a million miles away. You're running on empty, you're breathing on a prayer, just talking to the shadows 'cause you think no one is there. You've memorized the patterns of the cracks across the floor, and you don't know if you can take it anymore. Yeah, I know that hope's a four-letter word when you're in pain. the coming rain. You see the happy endings in some movie on a screen, and you think, what a joke, that ain't ever gonna be my scene. It's hard to trust the sunlight when you're intimate with doubt, just looking for a reason to finally get out. But in the deepest dark, before the morning's born, there's a promise in the silence of a coming distant horn. You've got to hold on to the flicker, you've got to fan the flame. When all you have are whispers, you must scream your own damn name. 'Cause the night can't last forever, no matter what they say. We're gonna find our way to the break of day. Of falling is you learn how to get up. You drink the bitter poison from a broken, empty cup, and somewhere in the taste of it, you find a hidden strength. You learn to go the distance, you learn to go the length, and all the scars you carry that you tried so hard to hide become the road map for the long and winding ride. 'Cause even in the deepest dark, before the morning's born, there's a promise in the silence of a coming distant horn. You've got to hold on to the flicker, you've got to fan the flame. When all you have are whispers, you must scream your own damn name. 'Cause the night can't last forever, no matter what they say. We're gonna find our way to the break of day. To the break of day, find our way. You found me fade in my quiet place, lights low, heart slow, lost in space. But you walked in like a midnight sun, with words I didn't know I'd been missing from anyone. You held my storm like it was gold, made my silence feel brave and bold. Your name still humming in my chest, like a song that never left. I'd been dimmed, half done, paper thin. Then you lit the fuse under my skin. You're the fire in the slow light, turning shadows into starlight. You crack my dark with a whisper sweet, then kiss my world back on its feet. I was broken, but you held tight. Now I'm burning in the slow light. divine, saying every fault was by design. I used to flinch when the future called, now I lean in, ready to fall. Your love don't rush, it blooms, it breathes, it moves like truth through tangled dreams. Every maybe turned into more when you knocked soft on my rusted door. You didn't save me, you just saw the me I'd bury neath the floor. You're the fire in the slow light, a gentle blaze, but it burns bright. You made my silence a sacred beat and danced my demons off their feet. I was glass just waiting to ignite. Now I'm burning in the slow light. And if we fade, I'll still be flame, forever branded by your name. You're the fire in the slow light. You made the wreckage feel so right. Built a home in the heart I lost. Love me loud no matter the cost. Now every night's got a little more bright, 'cause I'm burning in your slow light. Yeah, I'm burning in your slow light. We met in the quiet between two storms. You were the fire, I was the thorn. Spoken glances, loved in blood. Every heartbeat was a whisper of her. You lit me up with your late night sighs, taught me how to drown in eyes. Tangled truths in tangled sheets, left you laughing my heartbeat. You made forever feel like now. Spoken dreams I still love. And even when the world turns cold, you're the secret I still hold. You were half of my hallelujah, the prayer I never got to say through you. You were the line in my favorite part, the beat that rolled my broken heart. I was lost, you were the guide, the wildfire I couldn't hide. You're still the song I never outgrew, half of my hallelujah, still you. Left your sweater and your spell in every corner I still dwell. And though time tries to erase, it just sketches your shape in space. If love's a risk, you were my all in. The fall I'd break just to begin. You were the verse I couldn't fake, a vow wrapped in every ache. You were half of my for my hallelujah, the heaven I still fall through to you, the pulse inside a worn out tune, the light that still floods this room. Yeah, I moved, but didn't mend. You were a star, you were in. Even now in someone new, you're the half I still sing to. I wore your promise like a second skin. Didn't notice the tear till you let him in. Every always you whispered soft was a borrowed vow already lost. You kissed my pain, called it art, said I was home, then tore it apart. Kept your smile on me like gold, while your silence turned ice cold. You held my hand with your fingers crossed, every word a win, every truth a cost. But I stayed true like a prayer you fake, hoping love would bend before it breaks. I gave you all I had to give, but you were loving just to live. You wrote our song in pencil lines, erased me slow between the rhymes. Yeah, I stood while you slipped out, still loyal when you drowned in doubt. You wore my name like it meant now, but it was just a borrowed vow. I should have seen it in the way you flinched, every forever slightly pinched. You loved like fire in someone else's hands, while I held you like the last slow dance. You smiled through every double life, left truth bleeding from a butter knife. But I still stayed, I still believed in something even you deceived. I gave you all I had to give, while you rehearsed how not to live. You said we'd burn, you let it fade, turn trust to shade, love to blade. Yeah, I stayed while you stepped out, still hoping you'd erase the doubt. But faith don't save a liar now, not when love's a borrowed vow. taped a dream to the window pane, watched it dance in the midnight rain. Every note became a spark in the engine of my aching heart. Mama said the stars don't chase, but I ran till I lost my place. Skipped the maps, took the bruised route, wrote my name where the light ran out. I've been broke, I've been bent, I've been blurred, still stitched my hope into every word. They said, kid, you ain't built to fly, but I made a midnight and tried. I was born to run the sky, to turn every tear into a battle cry, chasing fire with both hands wide, even when the dream tried to hide. I ain't made for maybe one day I break through and they fade away. Yeah, I stumble, yeah, I scrape, but I still shape stars from my escape. Sleepless nights and neon doubt, still I never learned how to count out all the times they slammed the door. I just painted new dreams on the floor. Every never lit a fuse inside, built my wings out of shattered pride. They said the fall would eat me whole, but gravity forgot my soul. I was born to run the sky, where even hope's afraid to try. I carry scars like buried gold, every loss another story told. I ain't built for staying small, I rise even when I crawl. Yeah, I bleed, but I don't quit. I make broken look legit. Talked to air, wrote songs no one would ever share, but I sang like I was heard, 'cause dreams don't need a single word. I was